Hello and welcome to another stream. We're looking at fabric mods in 1.18.1. This is January 2022. If you're coming from, actually got like sort of like some of the best fabric mods there around. And this is something which is important to realize. Like with fabric, you need to. I don't know. I don't mean. I feel like a lot of people, maybe who are developers, might watch this. So I would urge you to like work with each other and to in Forge, nobody works with each other, which is why it didn't work out so well. If you're playing Fabric, let me just check the audio. I feel like a lot. You need to try to work with each other and to try to have because there's a lot of good mod developers, right? And you can actually create something which is going to be great in the sum of its parts. So if you work together, you try and have. This is not. I mean, I don't do any of this stuff, but I'm just saying to other people that you might want to be better than me in this respect. If you work with each other, you're going to get something which is going to be great in the sum of its parts. Because there's some very good developers, and I just so happen, what is that? I was right. So yeah, let's talk. So yeah, obviously, I'm a big fan of the Valleycraft developer. I think she's great, and I think I actually told her that. And the amount of stuff I saw in the latest update is like, what? Look how much stuff has been added. This is really, really good. Another one of my absolute favorite mods is fabrication. Did I not put it in? I'm pretty sure I did put it in. Maybe it doesn't show up here. Let me just check. I mean, come on. Even that. This is just. I love this. I mean, I could. It's not very often. Look at all this stuff in here. It is good stuff. It is good stuff, right? Like, it's not just a lot of stuff. And it's like, I mean, that is just too cool, right? So yeah, that's another one of my favorites. Some of it is not really my favorites. It's just stuff that I was over from the last time. I didn't have another one that was really good. Oh yeah, we're going to try to do Spectrum again as well. Before we do that, maybe I should look at what was the deal with the zoom increments? So I think you can use the Spyglass to zoom or something. Let's have a look. Maybe at the controls. Oh, here we go. There's actually. Oh wow, that's a big button for your mod. Doesn't look okay. Let's just get a Spyglass, see what happens. Oh yeah, and of course, this is. What's funny? This mod, the mushroom mod. Where even is it? Magic fungi, or fungi, or I can't even remember. Fungi, fungi. There's 4 pronunciations for it. That's right. I actually mentioned that in the video. Funnily enough, I remember doing that. Oh, yeah, put this in. Interestingly, you got Terra Blender as well now, which is not. I don't see how it's not listed in the list. Actually, that is weird. Because this wouldn't have loaded. Oh yeah, I put this. I'm not quite sure. I put that in as well for some reason. This developer's cool. He does repurpose structures. So this is actually like starting to look like something like kind of that's starting to make sense, which I like. Because it's obvious like which developers are good. And I wonder what the deal is with the fungi book actually. Because I haven't done a spotlight. My spotlight was a little bit rambling, but the thing is, even though it was rambling, it was one of those ones where I just ramble absolutely perfectly. And it's like sometimes the way to do a video is not just to be like very clean with it and to be like like super precise. Like sometimes I've done videos where there's 500 cuts and it's like every section is like 4 seconds long or something. I mean, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but not by much. Probably at least 200 cuts, and then there's like 8 to 12 second pieces all over the place. That wasn't, but actually the real way to do it is to have that little bit of rambling in it, because that actually makes it a more pleasant experience for the viewer. To be very precise and just like for instance in my charm mod spotlight, I really there were so many things and I really did it very precisely, but part of the flow of the video was not so strong. The thing is, I haven't even reviewed this for a while. Is that what it is? It doesn't look that different. There's obviously going to be more additions. What was it? Exponentia? Let's see what happens if I do it. I don't know. I can't even remember. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, this is the biome. I remember this enough. There's the Morpheus Mushrooms. Oh, I don't remember that. That doesn't seem familiar. Interesting. What glyphs can you make? Some of it does actually ring about. It doesn't look too... I'm not quite sure what that noise is though. Oh yeah, I think you need some sort of protection from this thing. I should put in that biome blend. That would probably work pretty cool. Alright. There's my little rant over with anyway. Let's maybe get back to it. Well, before we start, actually, again, I wanted just to look at the Terra Blender stuff. I assume I installed Terra Blender. I didn't just put in by mistake. I don't think I. It didn't show up, which was. I know. I almost want to look at this Edenring mycotic forest. Is that going to be overground? Let me just see if that exists. No, it's probably on a different planet. Do we try? Oh man, it's so difficult when you look at the mods, especially in Fabric. It's like, oh, I want that one, and then that one. Oh yeah, actually, I want that one as well. And then it's like you realise you've actually got stuff that is not. Is just all over the place. I don't know. Maybe everything I actually said at the beginning of the video about working together is actually useless. So here we have, what biome are we in here? This is a Lush Forest. Right? Let's just check that. Yep, Lush Forest is the name of the mod. And it looks like with Terra Blender bias, it looks like, wow, it's actually gone into the host biome as well. Wow, that's an interesting spawn, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty cool. This is Clay Pool, right? So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, are we actually in the... That's weird how it's done it. Yeah, look at that. That's kind of cool. Something to do with the blending, I guess, of the biomes, the way that I don't think that would happen like that before. You know, like normally you just have a line, wouldn't you, with the biomes, and it's like, but here it's like, that line isn't a line. It's more of a, it's like if you imagine it like the stroke of a shape. That stroke is say like 50 blocks thick, and it's super like erratic in terms of it's like using it. The paintbrush is a. You know, like I'm not sure what that noise is all the time though. I am concerned. But what is this from? Valleycraft again. Yeah, Valleycraft is cool. I think it's definitely going to be one of the best. But yeah, let's just look at just because of the additions on it, it's just crazy. I love developers that work like you know that do that level of effort. So many different items, so many different, I just love it. Yeah. But anyway, is that that isn't a tree by any chance, is it? No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't, oh, actually, no, that's not what I wanted to look at. It was just jungle. Yeah, maybe it is just a tree. Cool though. So here we have a bit more of the. Is this still the? I guess it's easier to do the biome stuff because this looks pretty. This looks pretty good for like the very beginning of the stream of the. Because the thing about 118 is like the performance is a little bit worse, but it's not necessarily for the crazy improvements you're getting. This looks cool though, right? I like that a lot. I think that looks really cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, Gen. That's pretty cool, Gen. Pretty nice speed as well on the Gen as well. So I will definitely say I'm happy with that. But let's try to have a little bit of structure to events. So if we look here, what we got? More villagers. Uh, what did I put in here? Is this a... Okay. I didn't realize that Valleycraft. I'm not sure. The thing is, yeah. Uh, I do want to focus on Spectrum, if I'm being honest. So we'll just focus on that. I wonder what the... I wish you could do uses, probably. Yeah. What is that? Wow, that looks cool, doesn't it? I wonder if that's a... Yeah. I don't remember this thing. This must be a new thing as well. I wonder if this actually works. Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow, I love that. Yeah, it reminds me. That's cool, right? The problem is that I've already done spotlights on some of these mods. It's just a little bit unfortunate. I wonder if there's any weapons that I randomly... Yeah? No. I mean, it's about the only one I can find. What is that? That is probably the best weapon in the. I'm not seeing much in terms of. I guess we'll use this, right? If we need a sword. Well, I tell you, fabric on 118 is going to be fun, right? I think it's going to be fun because we're only at the beginning of fabric on 118, and it's just going to get better from here. So it's going to be super fun. It's a shame I did like I did like I say, it's a shame I did Valleycraft and Magic Fungi already on my spotlights. I'm not sure. That's annoying because the thing is like sometimes you just have to do it, and it's like if you wait too long, it's like I don't know. I need to think that you always have to think like, am I waiting too long for this? Like with Tinker's Construct, I just literally made the video the day it came out, and then I did subsequent update videos later on. So I may do something like that. Because you know fabric is really starting to it's not starting to dominate, but it's like I think in tech mods Forge will always dominate, but if you look at like are we still in the still kind of in the Lush Forest. Look at this world, Jen. Is that different? That's different. Oh wow, it's almost like we're getting some really cool effects here. The thing is, I know that a lot of it is mainly down to the very, very interesting. It reminds me a bit of WTF Biomes, if any of you remember that one. Carmine, yeah, I remember this. Let's look at the, isn't it not, the only thing that's annoying about the REI is there's not a way to, oh no, sorry, there is. What an idiot. This is always a good thing to check on. Do we have information? Okay, so the information tab is there. It looks like it's not really used very often. So this is actually let's just actually look at this mod very briefly as well before we. Maybe I'll do a little start actually on the old spectrum, because like I mentioned, we would like to do that, right? Yes, we would. So just gonna get a. Yeah, it's good. Well, Lush Forest is literally like. Wow, look at that. That is a seriously lush forest, isn't it? Yeah, it looks really good underground. Um, but yeah, but like I say, I just wanted to. We're gonna quickly. I want to do the monument thing with that. Oh wow, these actually added to the. Oh no. Yeah, I wonder why that's that. Is that just a regular cave vine? I wish. Why can't you get the cave vine block? It's kind of infuriating to me that you can't get the cave vine. I guess it is a cave vine in a sense, but still, I still find it a little bit frustrating that. What was the rule for getting this? Let me just see if I can even remember, because I probably can't. Yeah, we're just going to go for this thing. Need the budding one, right? Do you need the budding one? All right. Well, we know what the beginning. The thing is, I got a comment from Demise, I think it was, and he basically said, I think the bit where I got stuck on was on how to get this stuff. This is where I got stuck, right? How to get this stuff. It's called Vegeta, basically. Vegetal. And I was stuck on that bit. So we may go through that again, but it's not going to be that. I'm not going to focus on it too much, because if I get stuck on it again, it's not going to make for a particularly fun stream. I do obviously have some other things I want to check out. I want to check out a little bit more of Valleycraft. I also want to review the. You know, I think the Valleycraft developer, I think she had another mod as well that I wanted to look at. I just remembered that now. I tend to keep an eye, like, you have to, like, when you look at mods, you sort of just have to look at the developer and just check if they've got any. Because the good thing about CurseForge is they do have a project page, so you can see, do they have any extra stuff. Let's quickly go to a grove. There's a few things I want to do actually. We might also do the. Should I do Eden Ring as well? It's going to be a. I always just get completely like sidetracked in everything. It's because I don't like to focus too. The thing is, I just like to play like this, you know. So it's like, why not just get sidetracked and stuff? So with a grove is a good place in terms of finding some of the spectrum structures, right? So here's one. So we'll just quickly do that. And just pick up some of this stuff. So is this? I think this is the higher one. What's the Y level here? 120. Yeah, we're at the higher. So the only other one is on the ground. So where's the budding one? It should be underneath here, right? Before we, I might just quickly find the other one, but sometimes you can just see them. I saw there's another thingy there that I can see that's open. Is there a special biome to look for the other one? Not really. Let's just quickly pop to an ocean monument. This one I may actually have to review the. Right. What's up, buddy? I've got things to do here. Why is he doing that? It's like, bro. Are they supposed to just block that? I don't think I even looked inside the Elder Guardian before. What is up with this? It's like a little game of Pong or something. But anyway. So there should be, I'm trying to remember. Is the layout of these things always the same? I feel like it is, right? And then we just find the middle over here. Maybe I can't find the middle actually. Well, one easier way to find the middle is this. What is the amount of sponge? There's actually a lot of sponge in this room. Is that normal to have that many sponges? I guess that must be one of the internal rooms, right? Where is the main room though? Because I want to just check out this mod that I was talking about before. What is that? This tube worms, interesting. I guess you just can't. Yeah. Don't know about that sound, but anyway. All right. So the mod we want to check out is this one called Amphitrite Coffer. So this should be pretty cool. I'm not seeing where it actually is though. Is it in the middle? I may have to let this one up. It looked interesting. I could obviously just spawn it in, but I'd like to just find it properly as well. Is this thing? Let's just quickly look it up. Bear with me for 1 second, guys. Because I just can't remember exactly how to do it. It's in the alright. I'm just not finding it. It should be somewhere around here. This is not the main room, is it? How do you find the main room? It's a bit annoying. The main room is where exactly? Shouldn't it just be... Isn't the main room directly below the middle or not? Or is that just completely wrong? Maybe I can see it better from underneath. I'm definitely under the whole thing now, right? Yeah. Did we look in this? This is the main thing, right? So it should be inside here. There it is. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. So can we open these? Wow, so this basically gives you much better loot. So you could literally have 2 conduits from that, right? Yep, that's 2. Is that 2 conduits? Basically. You probably need another heart of the sea. Pretty good loot, right? Pretty good loot. And I think the you charge it with the heart of the sea, right? I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah. So if I put a water bottle in here, sorry, glass bottle in here, it automatically turns into a potion of water breathing. So what are the other... Okay, so that's basically what it does. If we look at the other options as well... So concrete powder will turn immediately into concrete. There's the water bottle. But yeah, the charge, it takes 50 to do that. So these look like they're free. Stone bricks will turn into prismarine bricks. Obsidian to crying obsidian. This is actually a very, very cool idea. Lava bucket into obsidian, an empty bucket. Should we try that one? It's not telling me what the actual charge is, though. That's kind of interesting. I think it said all the way into crying obsidian there. That was kind of interesting. Empty bucket. That's cool, right? You could extract water buckets pretty easily just by empty. You know, this I like as well. The coral stuff. Cool. So just like a bunch of water-based stuff, I guess. Very interesting approach, right? Very interesting. Okay. Impaling is probably the worst enchantment there. Alright, worth checking that out. And the other thing that we could check out as well is does it work overground, right? Let's go to another one of the new biomes as well. Which one should we try? What about Lush? I wonder what Lush Birch Forest looks like, just out of interest. And we might try the Eden Ring, because this mod seems cool as well, right? Eden Ring. Let me just look at the book quickly. Do we need patchouli for that? Are you going to be annoyed with not? I think we do. It's not working. I wish they didn't all use patchouli. It's like, bro, make your own book. You don't need to use patchouli for everything. It's actually not that good a book. You know, it's like that isn't. You know, it's like it's. I mean, it's all right, but it's not that good that you need to use it for every mod. You know, that's just my feeling on it. That's annoying. I can't even get it. Oh no! Wait a minute. Maybe I can use it. I don't think it's. Oh no! Well, there we go. You didn't use patchouli. Maybe you should have. Looking at this. Bro, what have you done here? Not the best example of why you shouldn't use patchouli. We'll have to just not use that because that was useless. I don't know what some of this stuff does, but we'll just look at it in a minute. All right, so this is the so the other thing we wanted to do is let's just get rid of these particle. Oh yeah, the spyglass. We didn't even look at that. Let's see if we can get that to do some stuff. The particle effects, I know people don't like that stuff. It's going to turn those off for a minute. You know what would be cool is if you had a macro where I could just turn off particle effects or choose like there's certain menu options like particle effects. I'm always going to want to I want to toggle like particle effects between minimal and all because sometimes you get really cool particle effects and a lot of the time like if you're using night vision on stuff you don't really want to see that. The other thing as well is if you could have specific particle effect toggles such as you know, when I have night vision, I don't want to see that, but I would like to see the cool particles of the crafting thing I'm doing, for example. So just one interesting thing to point out there. Let's get the spyglass on the go. So spyglass. Oh well, there's one in Valleycraft as well. I wonder what that looks like. That looks like it's got a cool model. Yeah, not bad. This might actually crash the game because it might have a conflict of some kind, or it might just not work. Okay, let's see what we got. Bro. I'm not sure you do anything. Hide settings button. No. Does that change anything? I don't think that changed anything. Circle. Let me see if this changes anything. It should be really a circle, right? Yeah, circle makes more sense. Because it's not like is the default a circle or is it a square? I can't remember. I think the default is a square, right? Again, I just need to pop to the page here on CurseForge just to see what I'm missing. Spyglass zoom using the scroll wheel. I wish we didn't have to do that. I can't get it to work. Yeah. Don't use a scroll wheel, guys, because if you're using a laptop, you don't have a scroll wheel. And what else is there? I don't know. It's all right. I don't like the scroll wheel stuff. I can use it by pressing a hotkey. And that's cool. It takes it off your thingamajig. Yep, that is cool, right? I do like that. That is pretty cool functionality there. All right, let me just check. Should we look at how to actually get to this Eden Ring place? Because if it's just as simple as going through a portal, I may as well just have a just pop in there and just have a look. Uh, uh, all right, let's go there then. Give me a second here. We're just going to go to a different biome because this structure is not going to be that easy. It looks like there's some cool biomes there as well, so we'll take a look. Let's just go to a lush valley, or not. Lush. We'll just go back to a lush forest. All right, so it's actually pretty straightforward to build this thing. Have we got enough space here? We could probably just about get it in here. Just going to pop and just take a look at the biomes. All right, to build portal, you need 12 waxed copper blocks. Check. 12 waxed cut copper stairs. I might just build this one in survival. 4 block of amethyst. 4 amethyst clusters. A gold block and flint and steel. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to bother actually. All right, let's see if we can build this thing. Right, 12. Okay, so and the stairs are pointing outwards, it looks like. So it would be 3 on each side, right? I still don't know why I'm getting that noise all the time. But anyway. So this looks like how you start it, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is correct, but we'll see if we can get it. Why is it not replacing that? That's super annoying. You actually need to be this, right? So that would be the 12, and then we said we needed 12 of these copper blocks, right? So it looks to me... Right, so there's the 12 of those. Yeah, that looks correct. Now, in the internal, so that'd be 4 and 8. So this would be, yeah. Just give me a sec. Really? Wow, it's hard to even see it sometimes. There's one there, but it's so slim. It really should replace the block if it's that small. Anyway. And then fire central gold block with flint and steel. Alright, let's see what happens. Is it going to work? Have I done it correctly? We will find out. He looks like I did. Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. Interesting spawn. Give me a sec here. You right there? Okay. So what do we got here then? Bunch of different stuff it looks like. Sorry, let me just check. You can see the screen, yeah. Okay. So I'm not even sure. Like the problem is that I can't read the guidebook, so it's hard to know what to even do here. Was this a? We'll do some more inspection maybe. So this anyway. Let's just take a look, see what we've got around here. I can always do a slash kill, right? So we're currently in a mycotic forest, which makes sense, I guess. Balloon mushroom blocks looks cool. Seems pretty cool, right? What's this? Interesting. I like the fact that there's still that Valleycraft stuff is still spawning because it shows there's like, at least some sort of good like mod interactions and stuff like that. Is this still mycotic? No, Pulse Forest. These are interesting things, aren't they? Let me just see what this is. Is this actually a tree? I guess it is. It's like a weird bamboo tree. That's kind of cool. Let's just see that. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Let's just briefly look at some of the. We're going to go back to the overworld in a minute. I want to brainstorm. What was that? It looks like there's some cool biomes anyway. What on earth? That's some weird rendering glitch. I wonder if you've got any. Just like curious to see what happens around here. Hard to say, right? Hard to say. What is that? What is up with the weird way it's rendering? I guess it's because like maybe it's just normal rendering, but because you don't if you in Skyblock it looks different. I guess it must be something like that. What do we got? Golden Forest. We could take a look at that. Yeah, I mean it seems pretty cool. I'm not sure what else to really make of it in terms of like is there anything interesting about the crafting table maybe? Nothing really comes to mind. This thing, I guess I was wondering what that was. But again, hard to say. Doesn't it looks like it's fairly aesthetic at this point. But it seems cool nonetheless. All right. All right. So what I should probably do though is just briefly let me just see what else we got around here.